Come ride the little train that is rolling down the tracks to the junction. Forget about your cares, it is time to relax at the junction. Lots of curves, you bet, and even more when you get to the junction.
Petticoat Junction.
There's a little hotel called the Shady Rest at the junction.
Petticoat Junction.
It is run by Kate. Come and be her guest at the junction.
Petticoat Junction.
And that's Uncle Joe. He's a moving kind of slow at the junction. Petticoat Junction.
For a little dog, you make as much noise as a St. Bernard's.
Kate, big news.
Uncle Joe, I've got news for you, too. Yesterday, I asked you to put this aluminum sheeting in the tool shed until you're ready to fix the roof.
Wait till you read what's in this letter.
Uncle Joe, we are working.
But Kate.
Now, where'd I put my dust cloth?
Here, read it for yourself. Kate, you remember the couple that honeymooned here a few years back?
Well, I don't know. We've had a lot of honeymooners.
Well, you know, the newlyweds.
Well, it seems to me that all honeymooners are newlyweds.
Well, these particular newlywed honeymooners were here about 10 years ago, according to their letter. See? You girls were too young to remember, but their name was Anderson. See what they say in the letter, Kate?
Yeah.
Their 10th wedding anniversary's coming up, and they remembered having such a good time here, they want to come back for a second honeymoon.
Oh, boy, customers again.
Well, Kate, what did you think of the letter?
I think it's the most beautiful letter I almost read.
Well, we're back in business.
Now, girls, don't count your chickens before they're registered. Besides which, we have a lot of work around here to finish up.
Kate, I figured you'd be all excited about the news.
Oh, I am glad about the business, Uncle Joe, but I don't see why I should get so worked up. After all, it's only 2 customers.
Well, Kate, don't you see the possibilities?
I can't even see my dust cloth.
It is sure lucky for you my brain is on its toes. Don't you see? If one couple wants to come here for a second honeymoon, why not all the other couples that honeymoon here?
Aha!
I knew you'd like it.
There it is, behind the flowers. Now, what were you saying, Uncle Joe?
Confound it, Kate, why are you always laughing at my big money-making ideas?
I don't always laugh at them. Sometimes I cry.
Mom, maybe this time Uncle Joe's hit on something big. I can't see anything wrong with the idea.
Of course not. It's a great idea. I'll bet couples like Walter and Elsie Shepard who got married here, they'd come. Plenty of others, too.
Well...
I know you'd like the idea. Let's look up all our old honeymooners and send them an announcement of our gala reunion.
And to make it easy for them to reply, why don't we include a self-addressed return envelope? And then all they have to do is fill in the date.
Yeah. Sounds like a good idea, but it's going to be rough on you, Uncle Joe.
Me?
Well, sure. The first couple to arrive are going to want the same room they spent their honeymoon in, and that means you'll have to go back down the hall and give up the bridal suite.
Charlie,
What do you want?
can I blow the whistle?
Be my guest.
Can I do it again?
No, I reckon.
Thanks, Charlie. Could I ask you a question?
Sure.
What are we blowing the whistle for?
Let the girls know we're here.
Oh.
Hi, boys.
Hi, Kate.
The girls won't be going to town. They're helping Uncle Joe. I don't suppose you have any mail.
Sure, Floyd. I reckon that's the answers you've been waiting for.
Oh, well, I didn't dream that Uncle Joe's idea'd fetch this many replies.
I can't figure out why so many people would want a second honeymoon.
Well, I can. As each returning spring renews the promise of youth, so a second honeymoon renews the dream of love in 2 blissful hearts.
Lloyd, that's the most touching thing I ever heard.
Yeah? There wasn't a dry sack of popcorn in the Bijou Theater when Conrad and Eagle said them words to Mae Bush in Reunion in Hackensack.
Really? Well, if you boys will excuse me, I'd like to get back up to the hotel and open these letters. Thanks.
Sure, Kate. Floyd, I didn't want to embarrass you in front of Kate, but it wasn't Conrad Nagel that said that.
Well, who was it?
Hoot Gibson. He said it to his horse.
I wrote this sign like you asked me to, Uncle Joe, but I still don't understand. Where's Lover's Pond?
What's the matter with you, girl? Lover's Pond's out back. We want the place to look romantic, don't we? What if we put out a sign with the real name, Scully Swamp?
How's this, Uncle Joe? We don't have a tunnel of love. We don't have any tunnel.
Well, if anybody pins us down, we can flood the old cave back in the hillside, shove in a rowboat, and we're in business.
Uncle Joe, I've scrubbed and scrubbed this old Cupid, but I can't do a thing with it.
Well, second honeymooners ain't very critical. Give it a coat of whitewash and it'll look as good as new. Great work, girls. By the time we're finished, the Shady Rest will look as romantic as Cleopatra's barge.
Uncle Joe, girls, look at all this mail. There must be at least 25 answers here, isn't there? You know, if all 25 couples show up, we'll only have room for half of them. Oh, well, we'll give Niagara Falls a break and send them our leftovers. Here, girls, we've got to figure out how many couples we're going to have. Now then, we will put the yes answers here and the no answers here.
Ain't gonna be no answers.
Here's an answer from Walter and Elsie Shepherd.
Oh.
Here's number 1.
They can't come. He can't get away from his business at this time.
Here's another no. Oh, this is a no, too.
Well, that don't mean nothing. 3 out of 3 turn downs ain't nothing to get shook up about.
How does 4 out of 4 affect your nervous system? Oh, here's one that isn't a no. It's marked address unknown.
You're all just a bunch of chicks, that's all. Let me open one. I'll change your luck. Where'd you say the yes pile was?
Right over there.
Good. Anybody gets a yes, put it over there. Keep looking. There's bound to be a yes in there somewhere.
Well, here come our guests. Both of them. I guess we shouldn't complain. Things could have been worse.
How do you figure? Every one of the couple we invited turned us down.
Well, at the rate those letters were coming in, we're lucky the first couple didn't cancel. At least they're coming.
I still think it's a good idea.
Uncle Joe, you have wonderful ideas. It's just that we can't afford them.
Now, those couples that turned us down don't know what they're missing. They will when they see the pictures I'm going to send.
What picture?
Pictures of the fun the Andersons are having on their second honeymoon. When the others see them, they'll want to break down the doors to get in.
Oh, well, I sure hope our guests have fun. I'm a little worried about the weather. There isn't enough sun to take pictures.
Don't need the sun so long as I got this flash attachment.
Here come your guests, Kate.
Oh, Mrs. and Mrs. Anderson, welcome back to the Shady Rest.
Hello, Mrs. Bradley.
How are you?
Hello, Miss Bradley.
Hello.
Get out of the way, Floyd. I want to get a picture of the Andersons getting off the train. Now, don't move a muscle. This is just the beginning, folks. I'm going to capture every golden moment of your honeymoon. Now, get the luggage, Floyd. Yes, sir, this is going to be a time you'll never forget.
Oh, Mrs. Bradley, surely these young ladies can't be those tiniest little...
Step right there. Step.
Why, this hotel is more charming than I remembered. It's really just...
No, it's a sign right here.
Now, hold it, Kate. And now smile. Not you, numbskull. I'm talking to Kate. All right, now let's try it again. Consarn it, how can I get a clear picture if you keep moving that spoon?
Well, hurry it up. I don't want my batter to settle.
Well, if you don't stop stirring, it's going to look like your arm's got 14 elbows. There.
What good is a picture of the cake now? Why didn't you wait till it's finished?
I want to take pictures of every step of the way. This is going to be the most complete brochure I've ever made up.
Uncle Joe, didn't you take enough pictures yet?
Yeah, you've been photographing Mr. and Mrs. Anderson ever since they got here.
That's right. You took a picture of them getting off the train, walking up to the hotel, crossing the lobby, signing the register. What next?
Uncle Joe, you asked me to tell you when the Andersons came out of their room.
Good girl. Excuse me, Kate. I got to go take some more pictures of the happy couple. I hope they ain't wasting their time enjoying themselves before I get there.
You're not going anywhere except to the woodpile. Betty Joe, you run along with your uncle and take some pictures of him chopping wood.
Well, Kate, there's no market of a picture of me chopping wood.
Oh, yes, there is. I can sell them to Outlandish Adventure magazine. They feature fantasy.
You see him around anywhere? No. Good. Let's go for a walk while the coast is still clear, huh?
Hi.
Oh, hi, Billy Joe.
I'm Betty Joe.
Oh, my goodness. Well, you girls have all changed so much.
Yes.
She resembles her mother, don't you think, dear?
Can we get a little smile there? We want you looking happy.
I think she favors her uncle. All right, let's get it over with.
That's it. Hold it.
You hold it. I'm sure that Mr. and Mrs. Anderson would like a little privacy.
But, Mom, Uncle Joe appointed me his assistant.
I am unappointing you. People on their second honeymoon would like to be with themselves.
Oh, they would? Well, I know there's a lot of keen privacy over at Lover's Rock or Lover's Pond.
Oh, Jeff, doesn't that sound romantic? Why don't we go over...
No. We don't want to know where you're going. If you want some privacy, keep it to yourselves.
That's a very good idea, Mrs. Bradley. Come on, Nancy. Oh, boy. We better get out of here.
Please, honey, I gotta rest just a minute, please.
Okay. Say, if I remember correctly, the brook was over in that direction somewhere.
I imagine you're remembering after 10 years' time.
How could I forget, darling? Come on.
Here.
Shh. Listen. Come on.
My Indian lore tells me that they went toward the brook.
We'll try to get to the brook later. Yeah. Come on, darling.
I wonder where they are now.
The Andersons? Right now, their second honeymoon is renewing the dream of love in two blissful hearts.
Gee, Mom, that's just beautiful.
Well, it isn't original with me. Conrad Nagel said it to Mae Bush in Reunion in Hackensack.
I feel like we've walked 500 miles. Can we sit down just for a minute, huh?
Sure.
Oh, Jeff, I'm sorry. This is all my fault. I should never have suggested we come back here for our second honeymoon.
Well, I can't let you take all the blame. After all, I thought it was a wonderful idea, too. It's just that we didn't count on all this, running around. Hey, I think we better get back. I don't like the looks of the weather.
Yeah. You know, Mrs. Bradley was saying how unpredictable the weather is this time of year.
Oh?
Jeff, do you remember the first storm we were caught out in together?
Yeah, all that thunder and lightning.
Honey, you never told anybody what really happened, did you?
Oh, of course not, darling. Well, there's nothing to be ashamed of. After all, lots of people are afraid of thunder and lightning and rush into someone's arms for protection.
You know, 10 years ago, I was happy I was the girl you found. I still am.
I'm happy I found you, too.
And I'm happy I found the both of you.
Well, no, there are no connections back home until tomorrow. But why do you want to leave?
Well, I'm sorry, Mrs. Bradley, but, well, our second honeymoon isn't turning out exactly the way we planned.
It's just that we didn't expect to run into a mad photographer.
I get more rest at home when I'm cooking, cleaning, and taking care of my 5 children.
Look, to make up for your bother, we won't charge you up until now. So why don't you two go and relax for a while? Tonight, we're giving you an anniversary party.
Oh, well, that's very sweet. Oh, I'm terribly sorry we had to complain.
No, you were right. You were right. I promise you, no more picture taking. And if a camera bug shows up, I'll step on it.
You mean I can't take even one more picture?
That's right.
Not even a shot of the couple cutting their anniversary cake?
No more pictures, and that's fine.
But, Kate, it'd be so beautiful. Husband and wife holding the knife at the same time, cutting the first slice.
Uncle Joe, if you take any more pictures, the first slice they cut won't be cake. It'll be you.
Kate, how can I have a complete brochure if I don't have...
Uncle Joe, listen to me. You have no idea how upset those people were. You should have seen their faces. They were a bundle of nerves coming apart at the seams.
Oh, that don't mean nothing. All married people look like that.
They got that way when you decided to be a one-man candid camera. Now, would you please let them enjoy the rest of their honeymoon?
I guess I was a little selfish.
Well, yes, you were. Now, why don't you go in there and apologize to them right now, and then see to it that they have a wonderful time?
Leave it to me, Kate. So I want to apologize for all the fuss and bother I caused you folks.
Oh, that's all right, Mr. Carson.
It's just that it was a little unnerving, you know, not knowing where you're going to pop up with that camera next.
Well, you should have spoken up sooner. If you'd have said no pictures right away, this wouldn't have happened.
Well, we didn't want to hurt your feelings.
People should speak up. You know, if they don't, things pile up inside, and the first thing you know, they explode, right?
Well, some people, maybe.
Surely you two should understand that after being married for 10 years. I'll bet there's been lots of times you've gotten something off your chest with a good toe-to-toe battle. The next thing you knew, it was out of your system and you'd forgotten about it, right?
Mr. Carson, it may interest you to know that my wife and I have never had a quarrel in our lives.
Never?
Never.
Not even a little argument?
Nope. No. I am married to the best housekeeper in the world, the best mother in the world, and the best wife in the world, right? Mm-hmm.
Thank you, dear.
How do you feel about him being married to all these different women?
I don't mind. I feel the same way about Jeff.
I never thought it possible two people could be married that long without finding some little something to pick on.
Well, we've done it, haven't we, honey? Mm-hmm. Even Helen is as surprised as you are.
Helen?
Helen's my sister.
Yeah. Yeah, if it wasn't for Helen, you know, we wouldn't be here on our second honeymoon.
Helen's a real doll.
She is. She certainly is. And she is a very good housekeeper.
Oh, Helen's very helpful. Wait a minute, dear. What do you think I do around the house all day? Play hopscotch?
Well, honey, I didn't mean you weren't a good housekeeper. I was just telling Mr. Carson here what a wonderful sister you have.
Oh. Well, if Helen's so wonderful, maybe you'd rather be here with her.
I don't want to be here with her. I want to be here with you. Now, if I were here with Helen...
Oh, so you were thinking about being here with Helen.
I wasn't thinking about anything.
I
was
think
merely...
a nice cool drink would go good right now. I'll get some punch.
Mr. Carson was right. If something was bothering you, why didn't you bring it out in the open?
Nothing is bothering me. Absolutely nothing. Wouldn't bother me if Helen moved out tomorrow.
Oh, so now you don't like my sister.
Oh, honey.
Gee, it looks lovely, Mom.
I'm glad. I wanted it to match the beauty of their marriage. They're a very devoted couple.
Well, it seems like 20 years to me, too.
Just cool back. You can find yourself a separate room to sleep in tonight.
Well, that's fine with me. Fine with me. I better get upstairs and get my things before you burn.
She didn't even taste it. Joe, this has all the earmarks of a quarrel.
Yeah, I'm afraid so.
What started it?
They're married. They don't need a reason.
then. Take that up to Mrs. Anderson in her room, and this up to Mr. Anderson in his room.
Poor people. And to think they came here to celebrate 10 years of happy married life together.
Mm-hmm. And they could have been married another 50 years had they not run into 185 pounds of bad luck.
Mrs. Anderson took her dinner in her room and she won't come out.
Mr. Anderson, too. He won't come out for fear of running into his wife.
Doesn't it break your heart? If only there were some way to get them into each other's arms again.
Kate!
Whatever it is, I don't want to hear it. You've caused enough trouble. Come with me, Uncle Joe. Uncle Joe, I asked you to put that aluminum in the tool shed.
Kate, I thought you were fond of me.
Well, I am, but what's that got to do with anything?
You know how great a conductor of electricity aluminum is. What if I should get struck by lightning? It'd go up like a crepe Suzette.
Uncle Joe, that isn't going to work. Uncle Joe, must you be so noisy? You sound like a thunderstorm.
Thunderstorm? Kate, you've done it again. I'll be a monkey's uncle if you didn't come up with the answer.
I did?
You come up with a sure way of getting that couple back in each other's arms.
I don't know what I did, but I'm sure glad I did what I did. What'd I do?
It reminded me of what Jeff Anderson told his wife this afternoon out in the woods.
What'd he say?
Well, they were talking about one time they got lost in a storm out in the woods together.
Yes, what about it?
Well, she said she hoped he'd never tell anybody what happened. And he said she shouldn't be ashamed of a thing like that.
Thing like what?
Well, he said that lots of people ran into each other's arms when they heard thunder and lightning.
Oh, you mean if there's a thunder and lightning storm tonight, she might run into his arms?
That's exactly what I mean.
Yeah, well, we're out of luck because the radio said that the storm headed this way has changed its course.
Oh, what do they know? It's gonna storm, all right. I can feel it clear down to my lumbago.
Uncle Joe, the lumbago isn't going to work either. To the tool shed.
You flagged the cannonball just to tell us that dumb idea?
All right, Charlie, if you don't want to help Floyd and me, you don't need to, right, Floyd?
Yeah. Help us what?
Like I told you, create a big thunder and lightning storm for the newlyweds.
You mean you and me? Two ordinary human beings gonna create a thunder and lightning storm?
She's not scared.
Nancy! Nancy? Nancy? Nancy?
He's scared that she's scared.
Oh, don't be frightened, dear. It's only a thunderstorm.
No wonder she didn't want him to tell anybody. He's the one.
I'm sorry, dear. I've never been able to get over this feeling all my life.
Uncle Joe, if I were you, I'd give up thunderstorms and specialize in light drizzle.
Folks, if you're gonna make a connection, we gotta get going.
Well, we want to thank you for a wonderful time.
You won't forget to send us the pictures, will you, Mr. Carson?
Oh, you want the wallet size or the jumbo size? I can give you a special price on the jumbos.
Uncle Joe, now you be sure and come back on your third honeymoon.
All right, goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Take care.
Well, there's another marriage I saved.
How do you figure that?
They were building up all those little grievances against each other for years, weren't they? If it weren't for me, they never would have brought them out in the open. That couple live happily from now on.
And you take credit for that?
I planned the whole thing. I figured it's one of the best business propositions I ever thought of. We'll have all these old married couples out here for one grand battle. Get everything out of their system.
Uncle Joe, you make marriage sound like it was Custer's last stand.
Junction. This has been a Filmways presentation.